Hello everyone, my name is Trittany and I'm the reader here at the Crown and Castle Collective, where we're all kings and queens of our own kingdom that we call life. This is going to be a pick-a-pile reading over what would sex be like with your person in mind. Yes, this is an 18 and up saucy video, so you know the drill. There's 3 piles here to choose from, and this is going to be a different kind of way of picking your pile, something really creative and fun. But also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or check out the description box where I offer personalized readings for really good prices. And I'm also on other social media platforms as well. Usually on my Facebook, there's a chance for a free reading from me every now and then. So if that interests you, please go ahead and check me out. The timestamps will also be in the comments as well. They always are. So for pile number 1, you have this amazing round acrylic painting. This is for pile 1. Pile 2, you have what is meant to be Mercury, like the planet inspired this kind of painting. Acrylic as well, they all are. This is pile 2. In pile 3, you have this blue and silver large painting. Yes, this is not cleaned up yet, but this is the painting for pile 3. So go ahead and pick your painting. And without further ado, we are going to get styled. We're going to get styled. We're going to get started with those who chose pile number 1, this round work of art. Ta-da! Alright, pile number 1. What would sex with your person be like? Alright, for you, pile number 1, the cards that you have is this number 33, Guidance, adds up to a 6. We also have the White Gold Dragon from Leo, which is orange, which is the sacral chakra, all about those hormones and reproductive systems. We also have Getting to Know Each Other. The way that you would show up and you would be viewed in this moment, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the 2 of Bows, Decision. Your significant other in mind, how they would show up in this situation is the Knight of Wands. Also the 9 of Arrows, Dedication. Clarifying the sexual energy, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, you have very kinky. This is one of the kinkiest cards here in the deck. We also have the 7 of Swords. Also the Knight of Swords, which is like another one of the kinkiest cards in this deck. And then the 10 of Wands. So, with this 33, this guidance card, I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication in your guys' encounter because you have mostly all swords out here, all arrows and swords. So a lot of vocalization, a lot of guidance. So I feel like you guys may be very much into switched roles, but also one person would really like to be told what to do, how to do things. They really want to hear your voice and hear your moans and just hear you vocalize to help guide them through the pathway that they are exploring. Also, you definitely have that sacral chakra, a lot of that pent-up hormonal sexual energy or sexual tension. You really want to give it to this person. And this person really wants to get to know more about you and what you're comfortable with because you do have a lot of those arrows, which are communication and air signs. But this person wants to get to know a little bit about you before they decide to venture through you. But also they want to continue conversation after is what I'm seeing. So the way that you present yourself with this person and the way that they see you is this Ace of Pentacles, which is very earthly energy, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. These are not sign specific, but it is those energies which are very present in the moment, there for the taking. This person would see you as a prized possession, like no one else would be in their mind. Nothing else would be in their mind besides the here and now of that opportunity. You would be very giving, but also very receiving. So I see it very balanced because it's also with the two of bows, the decision. But this person, there's two flames here. It's like an 11. But I feel like you guys would make a very good match. I feel like you would be absolutely satisfied with this encounter. And it may be a little bit of up and down, actually. Like, it could be very physically really good, really pleasing, but there's a lot of mental processes going on. And I feel like it's not as much you as it is of this person. Perhaps you're a little bit more kinkier than this person, or this person has a little bit more kink than you do. The way that your person would be showing up is that this Knight of Wands. They're very attractive, okay? They're very sexy, they're very fine. This is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy, but not sign specific, just very fiery, handsome, beautiful, sensual, sexy energy. Someone that's going to give it to you good. Someone's going to give it to you good. And they also have the 9 of Arrows, this dedication. They can be very soft and nurturing at times, but then they can be very penetrating and very dominating and domineering at other times. It just depends how you want your bow to be strung that night. Again, those arrows. This person definitely likes to hear directions from you as well. Even if they're in the dominant position, they still want to hear feedback from you and be told a little bit of what to do so they can do it well. They want to please you. So with this Ace of Swords, which is very kinky, I think that there's a lot of things you would want to do with this person. And this person may be just so overwhelmed that they may just do it, just like in the spur of the moment. But then they also have the 7 of Swords. This could be you or this other person, okay? Take whatever resonates or apply the energy to where it fits. I feel like after the encounter, there could be a moment of reflection. Perhaps someone could be a little bit uncomfortable with their sexuality, whether that's sexuality itself or the actions that they find themselves enjoying or doing. But then that's also with the Knight of Wands. So again, they're going through that mental process, but they want to conquer it. And I feel like they dipped their feet into a different kind of world, a different kind of experience and bond to have with someone through BDSM or just sexual intercourse. And this person is willing to step back into that after that first experiment, which may have just kind of like shook them up a little bit, but they're ready to get back on the horse, okay? They really are. And they could, like I had that switch energy, she's on top in this card, she is in full control, but yet she is also submissive after this time of thought and consideration and deep conversation. So if you do anything with this person that may be a little bit too extreme the first time, make sure you have those conversations before and after to get that feedback of how they felt about it, how they enjoyed it, so you can enhance the next experience. And I feel like after those moments, you guys have the 10 of Wands, full fulfillment, full ecstasy, okay? The 10 of Wands is absolutely beautiful, a lot of passion, a lot of up and down movements. I am getting a lot of bounce. They would love your hips and your butt and your thighs, a lot of hair pulling, a lot of just BDSM or tight ropes. You can tie the rope tight, but a lot of that kind of stuff. They like all kind of facets. They like when your hair's down and they can completely pull it. They love it when it's in a braid, they can completely pull it. Or perhaps your guy in mind has a little bit of longer length hair. If it's just shaggy or a little bit longer, it's not like super buzzed. I mean, if your guy is, this is not excluding you, just saying. This person could be very good sized. I feel like you guys are just really into the exploring. Just make sure you take it slow with this person. If you ever decide to take those steps, you could be really wanting to accomplish this, but this person could be taken away by the fact that you are so into them and want to go so far with them. So just be calm with them and take the required steps from intermediate to experienced. So that's all I'm getting for you, pile number one. If it really resonated, please let me know in the comments. Give me a like or subscribe. And don't forget to check out that description box for all that info. My speech is just off tonight. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Alright, pile number two. What would sex with your person be like? I don't know. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Alright, what would sex with your person be like? Alright, for you, pile number two, we have this number 18, openness, adds up to a 9. We have Earth and Fire Dragon, works to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. I'm just taking this as the Earth and Fire. Perhaps you could be a combination of those signs. Also, we have keep an open mind. The way that you are showing up in this experience, you are the 10 of Swords, clarified with the 3 of Bows, fulfillment. That's quite satisfying. The way that your significant other, a person in mind, shows up is the Knight of Cups. Also with number 15, adds up to a 6, the Guardian. In the overall energy of this experience, we have the Knave of Chalices, 7 of Pentacles, the Knave of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. So I feel like you have tried to maybe get with this person before. If not, you've been wanting to have this for a while. You've been really thinking about it. Why hasn't it happened yet? But that's kind of the energy that's coming through. This number 18, this openness, is I feel like late at night you are thinking about it. And perhaps you or this person like feels themselves thinking about this experience with you. Perhaps this person has want to get with you many times before but has failed. And I just feel like there's a late at night vibe to this where people are thinking about it way past the hours that they should be awake, and just really trying to be open to allowing it to manifest. And that's what this Earth and Fire Dragon, I feel like this is something that's really wanted to, again, manifest with great passion. But this keep an open mind is to be considerate of others and what others want and when it is meant to happen. So the way that you show up is this 10 of Swords. I feel like if you guys were to have this encounter, this 10 of Swords is kind of like you're unlike anyone else that this person has ever been with or has ever seen. Like, you just stand out far more than the others, and you leave no competitors in the bedroom, okay? And you are going to leave very much fulfilled with that 3 of Bows, the 3 of Wands. You're gonna leave fulfilled. They're going to fulfill you. You're going to fulfill them. My speech is way off tonight. I feel like you are really, really going to get them off to the point where they show up as the Knight of Cups. This is someone who is bringing forth their body liquids, like it's a thing, but also someone who's really willing to put forth the emotion and effort that is needed in an intimate moment, and they're gonna leave with their bones dry, whether that's sucked dry or, honey, they're leaving completely sucked dry. Like, to the bones. Okay? Perhaps they would have trouble walking after, or you would have trouble walking after as well, with that Ten of Swords kind of just beat down like you just took a beating, okay? We have the Ten of Swords out here twice, actually, now that I noticed that. And okay, so the reason why I said I feel like this has been something that has tried to manifest in the past is this Knave of Cups. So this is someone who's tried and tried over again to get it right, to say the right things, to do the right things, to get their message across clearly, and just failing multiple times. And this Seven of Pentacles is more like maybe you guys have hung out before, you've chilled, and you've gotten close. It just never really happened. And I feel like that's just the past energies. It's something that's been built up and built up and built up. And finally come to the Knave of Swords. She's kind of standing there like, okay, are you going to do it yet? Are you like, bro, come on. And he's like, I'm working on it. But also they may be just a little bit flustered because they're finally getting up to that moment that they've built up to, which is kind of like this Knight of Cups. Someone who can be a little bit nervous, and perhaps you could be coming off as really aggressive, and that's not even intentional. It could just be like your personality and your aura is just very strong and powerful. And this person can get a little intimidated about themselves. And that can also be this Guardian card, okay? Someone that feels just completely empty and just like locked up in the moment. And then we also have the Ten of Swords again, which was your energy. I feel like if you were to be with this person, if you were to have an intimate moment, being completely honest and unbiased, this is just what the cards say. If you feel like it doesn't resonate, choose a different pile. But it may not be the best that you are hoping for. Yes, you could leave very fulfilled. I feel like you, there just might be something like you guys can have a really good encounter, but then things may not just lock into place. I feel like this Ten of Swords is just really powerful and loud, that perhaps things will be a little bit regretful. I don't want to get any hate comments. I mean, sorry, but the cards, the way that they lay out, plays more like friendship that kind of they tested the waters, okay, and I feel like it's just something that you can't really take back after that point. Like, it's good to keep an open mind and consider people that you've had for friends for a long time, if it means anything more. I've been there plenty of times before. Friends I've been friends with for life, and I've crossed the line with some, and some others I played along the line, but I ultimately decided on this Ten of Swords that it could cause a little bit of pain, and it could cause a little bit of pain to the friendship. And perhaps it could mean more to you than it did to them, or vice versa, and it could hurt to see the person with someone else. So yes, sorry that's kind of a little bit of a rough ending, but that's just honestly what I'm seeing in the cards pile number 2. If it didn't resonate, I'm sorry. Please go ahead and choose a different pile, or let me know in the comments if this did, and give the video a like or subscribe to see more of my future videos. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, pile number 3. What would sex with your person be like? that's the wrong one. I need to look this up. Okay, pile number 2. So the cards that you have in your pile are this number 8, Promise of the Future. We also have the Earth Dragon, clears your path and the land around you. Earth Dragon, which is Earth energy. It's not sign specific, but Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's just those strong energies. You don't have to be those signs. We also have Separation. We have, I always get this confused, but I believe this is the Knave or the Page of Swords. Or not Knave, but Page of Swords. Okay, that's what I'm going to read it as, so that's the message I'm getting. We also have 0, the Wanderer, which is the Fool's card. We also have the 4 of Pentacles. This is your significant other's energy. Also with the 2 of Arrows, Injustice. The overall energy of this encounter, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Star card, which is a sign of Aquarius. Again, not sign specific, but just that energy. And then we also have the 3 of Cups. So I feel like there could be a scenario, either you're with someone or you're not with them. I feel like if you're not with this person that you have in mind, perhaps they already have someone else, whether or not you know about it. But if they don't have anyone else, okay, let's say you guys were to have this interaction, I feel like there would be a second chance, this promise of the future, if this is someone that, yeah, like I said, that is single. There's promise of the future that things could continue to manifest with this Earth Dragon. A lot of revisiting. Perhaps you guys are in separation right now, or you are apart. But if this person does have a significant other, I feel like that promise of the future in the Earth Dragon could definitely be a little bit of course chaos. It could make things difficult in the future. That's just kind of a disclaimer because that's kind of what's coming through. And also with that separation card, it just does not make a very good combination. So the way that you show up is this Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is something that kind of just started to creep into your mind. Perhaps this is someone that you're wondering about and you really just want it to happen. You're kind of having that exciting, that full energy, just kind of wanting to go for it. And this person could be older than you as well. And you kind of just want it to like innocently happen. Perhaps this is just something that you fantasize about, which is, I do not judge about anything, even if this is someone who is not single. But this is definitely something that you may fantasize about or just dream that would happen. And it's just really all up in your head. If you guys were to have an intimate moment, it would be something that you would think about time and time and again after. So the way that they show up, I do see that they're a little bit older than you. If they're not, they're just showing up that way. But they show up here as the 4 of Pentacles. This is someone who is very stable. I feel like they would definitely want to squeeze you during any kind of intimate moment. Whether that's just like your whole body or any parts of your body. They really would admire your chest and your stomach. Big or small, honey, they like it. I just really get the vibe that this person could be with someone and they could already have this stability with someone else, so they may not they might not stray. And also with that Two of Swords, which is that injustice, this person could feel bad if they were to do anything with you. Perhaps they served someone else an injustice. They definitely see your worth though, like they think that you are worthy of love and affection, but perhaps this person has a moral code that they are living by. Um and that could be someone who is single who just believes in holding themselves for marriage as well, because this person has a lot of respect for themselves and respect for others, but they hold it very close to them. So the overall energy is this Two of Pentacles, which is kind of like a round and around energy, kind of a juggling energy of whether or not it should be done. It's very tempting, but this person holds strong. This person may be a little bit stubborn to get intimate with you. But we also have the Three of Pentacles, which could be that indicator that this person already has someone, or perhaps you already have someone. That was one of the facts. And all of that, like I said, could apply to you. Just take the energy when it resonates and just leave the rest. Figure out where it goes. But we also have the Star card. So although this person is a little bit uptight with their walls and allowing these fantasies to happen, if it were to happen, I feel like this person would really enjoy it in the moment. I feel like this injustice, this Two of Swords energy could come later. But in the moment, the person would be completely mesmerized by you. They have a lot of admiration and respect for you. They definitely think you're beautiful and they definitely see your worth, and they would enjoy their time with you. But this Three of Chalices, that Three of Cups again, we have the Three of Pentacles right here, could be a little bit of that remorse, a little bit of guilty pleasure, I guess. Also, if you guys were to have sex, I feel like it would be a little bit hard to get it done, but once it did, it would just explode, that Three of Pentacles. It would be all over. They're in the kitchen, there's pots everywhere. There's probably a hot stove somewhere like there is in this one. Something steaming, something burning. It could be just out of nowhere, a little bit dangerous for what's around you. And there's something spilling on him too. So, like, the person could be into, like, being a potential for danger, or getting like the wax dripping. That's a thing. It would be very steamy and all, like, very risky, very risky. And also there would want to be protection. That's a no-brainer, but double wrap it or double tap it. We don't judge here. So that's really all I'm getting for you, pile number 3. If this resonated, please let me know down in the comments. If it didn't, I'm sorry, you can pick another pile. Yeah. One of the most awkwardest ending to all of my videos. Blank. I'm usually not up this late, so I definitely apologize. If it resonated, you know the drill. Let me know. Give me a subscribe to see my future videos. And I thank you guys for watching, and I wish you well, and I'll see you next time.